Jump Force Season 1 is over. As we enter 2020, we will set our sights on the Season 2 news and rumors that should be spilling around February, which marks 1 year since the game release date. Since this season is over, I thought it'd be a good idea to give you guys my Season 1 tier list. My last tier list video had mixed reactions, but for the most part people agree with me. So in this video we're going through the tier list from double S rank all the way to D. Next. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm Enigma. I'm an anime gaming content creator amongst many things. Stick around, watch a few of my videos, and hey, maybe you'll subscribe today. As for the returning clan, welcome back. I know you guys have been waiting for an updated version of the tier list, so I'm bringing it front and center just for you. If anyone disagrees with these picks, please write down in the comment section below your version of the updated tier list. Just like last time, I won't go over every character on the list, but I will speak on the notable ones. Let's start this list off with the lowest of the low, D tier. Kurapika and Piccolo. Kurapika kit is usable, but compared to the rest of the roster, it's not as strong. If you're really good, you can run laps around the average Kurapika player. I personally know an elite Kurapika player that will hand out ass whoopings. So don't take what I said as a discouraging attempt to play as Kurapika. As for Piccolo, he's obviously best used as an assist. His combo string kinda sucks and his ultimate leaves him wide open for a second or two, just like Vegeta. You probably will never run into a Piccolo main as long as you play this game on rank. I personally like him, but he'll never be the first person I pick. Moving on to C tier, the tier that I like to say needs some slight work. Last time I did my tier list, several names has risen up the ranks, so what was D is now C and so forth. Yugi, Deco, and Asta just can't get a break in my opinion. At one point people were lying and saying Yugi was OP, and in reality those people must have played bots because Yugi is a meter whore. The reason Yugi is still low tier but does high tier damage is the fact that if you get stuck on 1 meter, he's useless. A good Yugi player would keep the distance, but now it's much easier to guard break cheese or even switch guard break frequently, which just buries the character even more. Asta's combo string is odd compared to the rest of the roster, which is good, but I often find his attacks being interrupted by a faster opponent, such as Ichigo, Dai, or even Kane. Shiru's escapes the bottom of the bottom due to the rising uppercut being able to go right into his ult. In the past that wasn't able. Finally, Deco. He's strong, but compared to most of the B rankers, he's weak. He has 0 zoning ability, and his damage output is very average. He makes a good sidekick more than an actual hero in the game. B tier. The most balanced tier in the bunch. Last tier list I had 11. This time around 16. Notable characters on the list is Ryo Saiba, Grimmjow, Sanji, and Boa Hancock. Ryo drops from last tier list A ranking because he's not as scary as he once was. Yes, Saiba still can blitz through you if he has enough room to run around and charge the meter, but any good player is going to close in on him real quick. Ryo's 1 used to take 2 meters and does 3 shots and go straight into an ult. Now, you need at least 3 meters to do the same combo. However, it does more damage, but the fact that you need more to give more just takes away from the monster he once was. Grimmjow, the newest addition to the Jump Force roster, is a force to be reckoned with in the right hands. For the most part, Grimmjow comes off as an average and a bit slower than all the Bleach cast members. His abilities into an ult is very weak compared to the lighter roster. I think he has a weak combo string compared to his rival Ichigo, who you will see a lot more than you'll see him on the server. Grimmjow is an average Joe. Sorry Grimmjow fans, it's the truth. Sanji comes in from the lower tier to the average tier. What makes Sanji average? Well, the fact that he is useless to female characters really puts a dent in his character in Jump Force. Although the ladies only make up roughly 9% of the characters in the game, you have to realize female CACs are popular and extremely broken. Getting caught out there with one of them could be a curtain call for a Sanji user. Sanji is super fun to play with and you can do serious damage. It's just that handicap that can't be overlooked. I still say you should use him. I'll take my chance at 9% in ranked. Finally for the B tier, Boa Hancock. So underrated and skilled. You will hardly see her, but her pistol kiss is one of the fastest projectiles in the game hands down. But that's it. Her slave arrow is trash. Her love beam is trash. It's just combos and 1 ability. She's an amazing assist, especially against rush heavy opponents. Definitely give her a chance. We are on to the A tier. You have your typical guys, Goku, Vegeta, and Sabo, but wait, what's this? Blackbeard has risen 3 ranks since May 2019? Whoa. Well, that's simply because of the new Dark End meta trash players are doing throughout the community. If you're a Blackbeard main, I apologize, but to see your move on a broken troll CAC is just toxic. Blackbeard's a wild card because you know deep down inside, he's slower than you, the user can barely see, and all his moves are easily blockable. That's until Blackbeard starts stacking them dark ends and keeping you trapped down while having someone like Kage punish you. Blackbeard users can toss out a dark end, have you block it, then suck you in with a dark void and there's nothing you can do about it. A great Blackbeard player is almost untouchable right now. The only reason he's not S tier is simply because his size and speed is below average and screws up the user experience. As for the rest of the list, everyone's pretty much flexible to go either in A or S tier for the most part. Toshiro is likely an S tier character, but I placed him here because a bad Toshiro player just looked like trash compared to a bad Sasuke player, who I think they are tiers apart. Shishio moving up from A tier compared to last time B tier. Shishio's ultimate, while awakened, still easily does 50% or close to it. If you can master his abilities and combos, you are in for a beautiful treat. S tier. Last time I had 4 S tier characters, and this time around I have 7, with the exception of being flexible with most of the A tiers. Joining this beautiful tier of all-stars is the original character Kane. Kane is a complete monster. I like to call him Kamen Rider because clearly Toriyama had to have pulled some influence from that franchise. Kane is swift and strong, and his ult is global, which could ruin a spammer's wet dream. The best time to use his ult is when someone gets comfortable and sends out their assist. 2-for-1 special. Boo is good at doing that too. The only reason Boo isn't higher up is his speed compared to the guys are night and day. I know I'm going to get flack for having Jotaro and Dio a tier apart, but face it, Dio mains, Jotaro is the better character in the game. They nerfed Dio like 2 times since the game release and has yet to touch Jotaro. A good Jotaro player puts a lot of pressure on their opponents, and his grab seems to be like the best grab in the game. Just know when he's on the opposing side, it's going to be either a really short fight or a long night for you. Finally, Zoro, not being double S tier simply because they nerfed him from last tier list. He used to be able to go into the Lion Song twice, then alt. Thank God they fixed that one. Finally, double S tier. These are the best of the best, and they can literally match up against or with any character on the roster. Obviously, a CAC is a double S tier character, but I will not include them because we don't even know how someone would create these characters. So it's just a wild card. But starting off first, Tafaga Law. His teamwork is decent, his tag is the best setup out of all the DLC in my opinion for an ultimate. Killua is still a monster. Spike Truso refused to make his Lightning Palm 2 bars for CACs, but it's not as bad as it once was. But Killua is still the best he's ever been. Well, that wraps it up for my Season 1 tier list. How did I do? Down in the comment section below. Tell me if you agree or disagree with one of my picks. Make sure to drop a like for your boy, and as always, I'm Enigma, signing off. Peace, guys.